Hey guys, here we are. Check it out. Welcome back to the Thompson Model Shop. This is now going to be issue 8 of Build the Enterprise 1701D. So without further ado, I think we should get down to the bench and just start building this awesome ship. After all, it is our flagship model of the channel. Alright, hey guys, if you're just joining us on the channel, I just want to let you know this is a pretty good channel so far. We've been showing our flagship model here, the Enterprise D. I have a little sidekick here, a little side model of the Enterprise D that I got from Eaglemoss a few years back. So this is pretty an amazing ship. This thing is going to be much larger than this one, obviously. However, without further ado, let's get on to what the stages that we're going to be doing today. Okay, and here we are with all the parts that we need for stage 27. Wanted to show you the screwdriver that it comes with, so that's pretty cool. And then we have, of course, our panels and such, and then our piece here for the Cobra. I also have our Mike Lane mods, so they're still here. I only put a few in a few locations, mainly just one location, and I'll be able to show you that when we do our little behind the scenes special here after this model. And here we are, guys. We're back here with our sauces section. The piece that we're going to be putting on is going to be fitted right here. And then we have those other pieces which will be coming later on, and that should be fitting right around here, with one of our last pieces fitting here. So this is going to be pretty interesting. Since we already have these panels, that's why we don't have to worry about them. So just be on the up and up that this is how we're going to be doing that. So I've already applied some extra blackening, like right up in this area here, only because there was a few light issues when we started doing stuff over here, and they kind of took a chunk of the stuff right here. They took a chunk out. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe to cheapen it or something. I'm not sure. However, though, what we're going to do is we're going to take that panel real quick and we're going to put it on. What we're going to be using is some BM screws. Right now they only say one screw, but we all know there's going to be more going in because there's so many different things here. So what we're going to do without further ado is I'll bring the part over. I'm going to flip this over, and then once I flip this over, I'm going to have the piece there, and then we're just going to screw it in, and then we'll flip it back over with a little quick light test so we can show you guys out there that there's no light leaks with what I've done to this model so far. Now that was in, that puts it a little snug because we have to add 27F and 27A. 27A is going to be the yellow, and 27B for this one will be the blue one. So what's going to happen is you're going to have your yellow one come over to here, and the blue one is going to come over to here, and then that's going to run all the way here to when we get that center panel in. It says it's supposed to run down these little corridors here, but we got all these wires, so once I get this in here and I know where I'm going to connect it, we'll run the wires nice and even so it looks really nice in here, because I'm pretty sure we're going to need to make room because you have the other half that's going to cover this, and I don't want to have to be digging and prying through wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place these in here, and once we place them in here, I will be able to screw everything down, then come back and show you guys how we're going to do this to prevent the light leaks. So without further ado, I'm not going to have you guys watch me do this because I think that might be a snooze fest for you, because this is going to be a little bit of a struggle. So what I'm going to do is I'll go off camera real quick, I'll put these in, show you it all done, and then we're going to attach all the screws. And now this is with all the lights in. We put our blue one here and our yellow one here. I did put it underneath the panels that are coming out here because I kind of want it to be in succession. So the furthest ones out will be on top. The closer ones will be on the bottom, closer towards the frame. I think that should help us out a lot easier when we start organizing everything. Okay, so without further ado, I have to go now and put on the BM screws and the EM screws. The BM screws will be going in these holes, and the EM screws obviously will be going on these panels. Once that is complete, I will come back. We'll do a quick light test, and hopefully we have no light leaks. Okay, so here we are. I managed to check it out, and as you can see, it went on really nice. I think that's pretty good. However, there is a few light leaks at the tip, but I've been reassured that those light leaks that you see at the tip should be covered once the bottom half pieces and the side things are coming across, because they're not too tight here. But once you apply the pressure where these two touch, and then you have the bottom half, that's supposed to balance out, so I'm not supposed to worry about the edge. But other than that, I think it looks really nice. There's no light leaks, so when you come up on it just like this into the like in the show, and you don't really see the light leaks until you kind of go off at a certain angle. But other than that, I mean, this looks really nice. As you can see, all the other lights are off, everything else is nice. So I'm pretty impressed with it so far. So let's call that a win for right now, right guys? We'll call that a nice little win here. Yay. All right, so I'm gonna turn my light back on. Okay, and that's with everything lit up. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna finish up with stage 27, because we have to put down that piece on the bottom of the Cobra. So let me go get that Cobra neck and the piece we need, and we'll move on to the next thing. All right, folks, so I brought back the Cobra neck. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to just kind of flip this over. All right, and we're gonna have to flip it over, and then we're gonna have to put this piece on. Now, I know I said earlier in this video that we're going to be putting on the other side of the side piece. That's because I thought that we already put this on, but I forgot that I read my notes wrong, and it was basically supposed to say, let's see how it looks when we put the other half on, not as we put the other half on. So that's a little mistake I made in the intro part of this video. So I just wanted to mention that now. So here's our piece we're going to put on, and this piece is 27C. 27C, it kind of fits on really uniquely, okay? So you're going to be placing it in just like so. It's gonna kind of just set right in there. All right, so this just sits right in here, and you have 5 screws. Now all these 5 screws are BM screws. So you're gonna take BM screws and place them all in these little spots here. Okay, and so that piece is in. All right, so what we're gonna do for step D here, that's where we're at, is they want us to focus on these lights here. Now, we all know, like, the way these lights are set up on this model so far, from probably previous videos if you haven't seen them yet. But these things are gonna start flashing and all that. So when you turn them on, you see how they just start flashing. The only thing is that there's a discrepancy that the original model, when all the saucer section was connected, these wouldn't blink. It was only when the saucer was not connected that they would blink. So if we don't have the chance to connecting the saucer to this module, and they don't tell us how it's going to happen, then yeah, I can see this being a reason why we have these things blinking. But there's also other scenes where they do kind of slightly blink. So this is up to you guys what you want to do. You can disconnect these, of course. I wouldn't recommend that. I would just say, hey, put some black tape around them, and then just put them in there, or whatever you want to do. It's your model. However, I'm going to keep them in. These lights, though, they got to be put into a slot here. So, and that slot that they need to be put in, according to this, is I'm gonna turn this off so you don't get blinded by that, but the slot is right there. It's a really tiny little slot right here that these lights are gonna lock into. So you're gonna want to, like, you know, get them underneath the cable. I mean, get them underneath the frame here. So if you have them, I put a little example over here. If you have it like this, you're gonna want to take that out and kind of run it through this way, okay? You don't want to have them like this, because it's, as you can see, it's gonna be hard to get that in there. So I put it both ways just so you could see it back home, you know, in your place. But you just pull this right out, and then you're gonna slide it underneath and then attach it in here. So without further ado, I'm gonna go and do what I did here, and I'm gonna put this in, and then put this one in, and I'll come back and show you the end product. Okay, it was a little different here, but I managed to get them to kind of be in the right position here. They don't want to stay, so you can glue it or you can do whatever, but I'm gonna leave it alone for now. All right, I mean, I've futzed with this for like a half hour off the camera, and they don't stay. So I'm gonna try one more attempt, but other than that, we're gonna go back and we're gonna do stage 28. I think we'll just move on, because we have to come back to this section anyway, because there's a piece that we have to add. I just can't remember which side that we're adding, but we're gonna be adding another side. So we'll hit this back later in the video. For now, I'm gonna take a breather and we're gonna go to the saucer section. Okay, so here we are with stage 28, and without further ado, look at that. We have one piece for the Cobra, one piece for the saucer. So we'll bring back the Cobra, and hopefully this piece, when we put it on, what I'm hoping for is when we get to this little section area over here, that when we get it in there, I'm hoping that it'll hold down the light that's in there. So that would be really nice if it could do that. That would be really nice. But other than that, everything here looks pretty nice. It says left on it, so that's gonna be cool. We got a little black piece here. I guess that's for the windows. That's right there. They already got them blacked off for us. So that's really cool. So without further ado, I think we should just start working on the saucer, because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to put on 2 of the escape pods, and then we're going to put the windows. We got another reflector panel, so we're going to put that on. Here's our fancy dancy windows. We're also got a new light and some BM screws, and we all know that the BM screws will be screwing this to the frame, and then we have our DM screws, which will then attach to the light reflector piece here. And the cool part is that they're numbered and everything, so you know exactly where they are if you have to make any changes. So without further ado, let me put this piece together. I'll get these all out the way, and we'll attach it to the saucer. Okay, so we're back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take our new screwdriver here, which seems to be working pretty nice, and I'm going to be putting some DM screws into here, okay? And I'm gonna screw these in nice and snug, okay? There's only 3 of them, so I figured I'd show you how I'm doing it. But I secured everything in there, so it should be hot to trot, okay? And then once we have everything in here, should be good to go. All right. So gonna double check, make sure everything is nice and tight, snug. Once everything is snug like a bug, we can then take this and do like it says and attach it to the saucer, which everything is. So we're gonna do a quick little light test here. I'm gonna grab this, and we're going to do a light test. 3, 2, 1, and bam! There it is. Oh, I did that a little wrong. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. All right, so it's in there, and the light test is complete. No light leaks. So that's good, no light leaks there. So I'm gonna disconnect that. Okay, once I've disconnected that, now I'm gonna bring back, I have our BM screws ready to go, my screwdriver for the saucer, because it takes a lot of energy here. So I'm gonna clean up the desk a little bit, come right back with the saucer section. Okay, so I'm back with the saucer section, and we're gonna take our panel and it's gonna cover this nice whole area here. So we're gonna have a good chunk of our saucer already completed. There's 3 slots. That's where these 3 are gonna come into handy. We're just gonna slide them right into place, and oh, it went snug as a bug. Snug as a bug. That means that we did the bottom half really good. I don't have to do any other adjustments. Oh, this is great. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this over, and then we're gonna screw it in with our BM screws. Okay, so we had a little hiccup with how we were doing this. I had to put a little piece of black tape in here because there was some light leaks, and I'm trying to get this model so that way when you run a camera right over the saucer like they did in the show, you won't see any light leaks. Let alone you'll see any from the top. So I'm being very, very meticulous with this because, like I said, I want this to be able to, you know, as soon as you see the ship, it flies right up, and you'll be able to go in and get real close, so it flies right over, just like this, you know. So it's like, you know, and then you see it. So I don't want any light leaks coming through here, and I started to see right through it, and I was not impressed. So I just put some tape in there to cover it. Now I'm sure when the other panels come on, it'll probably shrink it down, and I was probably just being a little too worrisome, but I wanted to get ahead of the game because I don't want to find out when I'm over here putting the final pieces in, or if I'm over here somewhere, I don't have to go back over here, unscrew everything, then just get back in there. So I kind of covered all the bases as much as I could. But without further ado, I think that looks really nice. So now we're gonna get ready here for our next step. Our next step that we're going to be doing is going to be more of the saucer. We're going to be adding another panel to the saucer here soon, but we're going to prep that panel. Then we're going to bring back the Cobra, and we're going to put on the piece here. So that'll be interesting. So without further ado, let's get started with stage 29 and get that saucer panel done up. That saucer panel eventually is probably going to be coming over to this side because I can't really see it coming to this side. So, but like I said, you never know. But without further ado, let's get that stage right on over here. So here we are, folks. We're on stage 29 of this build, and I just wanted to let you know we're going to be working on a panel here. I have my escape pods, I have my clear windows, and I have my dark windows. We also have our reflector piece here. Again, there's a little cut here. Now in this, believe it or not, this tape here, very thin, is gonna go here to kind of cover that area. So they supplied it, I'm gonna use it. The only thing is like sometimes it's kind of thick and the light still gets through. So I'll go from there. I might just do it like this. Just stick the tape on like that instead of sticking it onto the panel. That might help a lot easier. And then there's going to be some other parts where we're going to be adding another strip of this to lock in one of the lights on this panel here. So this one's kind of cool because it's already lit and it's already covered in with the black here. So if they would have done that to this, that would have been really good, you know, because then it saves me a hassle of doing light leak checks and making sure there's no leakage of lights coming through. So, but other than that, that's cool. And then we have our Cobra panel here. It's just one big solid piece. So this will be very interesting to put on. It has a few spots on it, so this is kind of cool. It's already got 2 black windows here, so, you know. So, hey, that's cool. So what we're going to do here, folks, is I'm going to go off camera again. I'm gonna put all these in, and then once all these are in, and I attach this, then we'll do a light check and make sure everything is good to go. And then after that, we're gonna be bumping over to this panel, so that way we can have it all prepped up and ready, so we can mount it onto our Cobra here. This panel obviously is gonna go to the saucer. So without further ado, I'll be right back. Okay, so all the lights are in, or all the lighting is in, all the windows are in. I also put in the escape pods. I did not use this tape, as you can see. I decided to use trusty electrical tape. Still the same thinness. It's pretty thin, so I know it'll be trustworthy. Won't get any light leaks. I blocked everything out. So the next thing I'm going to have to do is get my BP screws, which I have here. I'll take them and I'll use them for here, here, and here. And then once that's done, we'll come back and do a quick light test. Okay, there we go. Moment of truth, and everything looks good. So far for the panel, I'm looking in here, just a slight light leak that I can see, but all in all, I don't think you're going to be able to see it when the ship does its little flyover. I mean, you're talking about like getting this minute thing. I mean, up close and personal, doing it by myself, I mean, moving the panel around, it's different. But yeah, so other than that, I'm pretty impressed with it. Seems to be pretty good. There's no light leaks at the escape pods, so I think it came out really good. I mean, there's the light there. I think it came out pretty good. So we'll definitely do that. I'm gonna take away the light here and let you guys see how it looks. There's the panel. I think it looks pretty good. Like I said, it's really up close and personal. You can really see the light leaks, but they're so minor that I think once everything is connected on, we probably won't see it. But hey, who knows? We'll find out when we attach this to the saucer later on. Well, without further ado, let's go and work on our other panel here, and that's going to be this panel. We're going to work on that one now. So I'm going to disconnect this from our testing. Okay, now once that's done, I'm going to move this. I'm just going to leave it over here to the side, and we're going to move on to step B, where now we're going to be working on this. Okay, so here's step B. Step B, we're going to be taking 29F and we're going to attach it here where all of our little window slots are. And it's nice because it kind of just clicks into place, but we have to put in a light here and a light here. So I just wanted you to see it before I put all the lights on it. And that is going to be requiring 29H. So I'm going to go and grab that, and then we will put the lights together. There's 29H. We're gonna kind of separate this just a little bit. Okay, the red one is gonna go here. Okay, that's where this red one goes, and then the white or the yellow one is gonna go over here. There's a slight indent for the light to be in there, and we're also gonna have to tape it down. All right, but for now I'm gonna kind of get this side in. Oh, wait a minute, I missed the slot. There it is. Slide that in. We're going to separate this just a smidge more, and we're going to let the green side's on the inside, it says. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to lay this on down. All right, so now everything is down. It says you got to use tape here, so I'm going to put a piece of my electrical tape. I'm going to try to save these for later on when I see other little light leaks, because these do kind of help a little bit with the light leaks, especially in between the paneling. It does kind of help out because it doesn't stick as good as this does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first put this here just like that. It stays in place. I'm gonna put my piece of tape here, come back, we'll put some AP screws into here, and then we're gonna have to, you know, bend this just a hair, so that way we can be able later on to fit it onto the Cobra neck. Okay, so we have successfully put on the black tape. Like I said, I want to make sure that there's no light leaks and everything goes good. This piece is obviously going to later on connect somewhere, so we're just gonna kind of play dumb now, but we kind of know it's going to attach to the Cobra control panel that I can see here. But our next phase is to take these two cords. These two cords, we're going to be attaching them inside the Cobra. So I'm going to reach over here. I'm going to clean up all my stuff here. And it looks like we're going to be taking the Cobra neck here. And it's kind of weird because you're going to kind of spring the wires through here and then into the panel here. And it says they go into these two slots here. So that's going to be kind of interesting. However, it says here, it says retrieve the battle section neck assembly and thread both sets of the left neck panel lights through the left neck bracket as shown before, plugging them into the PCB. So I've seen some people say that you got to take this whole thing off to do it. I don't think so. As long as we follow these instructions, I think we should be fine. However, one cord, they kind of want one cord to go in through here and then out through here and around. I'm not sure, because I'm thinking when we put that other panel on, am I gonna have to come back here and then rerun all the wires right through this little opening here? It's like, why would you have so many wires come through only here, but then they have to come around? So I'm gonna try this, okay? I'm just gonna have all the wires go through and then into here, because that just seems weird to have two cords coming out of here, because I've seen others say that they can't get these neck pieces when they come on, the two sides, they don't want to come together right here. And some blame it on this here, and if it is, then I'll shave this down, or I'll sand this down a little bit just to make it so it'll work for me. But I'm gonna try to get ahead of it, and I'm gonna just have it run through, you know, through here like this. I'd rather just try that gambit, see what I can do, because everybody else, if they're following the rules on this thing, I'm pretty sure that's why they're having problems. But who knows, maybe I'm going down the same rabbit hole and then I get stuck. But there's so much space here in this opening. It's like a freaking Thanksgiving turkey, and you got to put stuffing in it. So anywho, I'm gonna go and take care of that, connect these cords, have them run out, and I'll come back and show you how it looks in the end. Okay, so I have my two cords coming out. They're right here. So I had them come like this. I'm still thinking that maybe, you know, it'll just bunch up in here, because I don't know what all this slack is for. I'm kind of stunned on how there's some slack here. But I'm sure we're going to find out later on. But I'm going to turn the page. As you can see here in my thing, I'm going to turn the page. The next thing we're going to be working on is up in this region here. And as you can see, I've already kind of prepped one of the lights. And I'm going to attach the piece with all of this added on. However, there's a huge light leak when I tested it earlier, right in this area here. So if I can find a way to get rid of that light leak, I will do so. But we'll find out here today on the Thompson Model Shop if I can get rid of that. I've already learned that we can't get rid of that illustrious gap here. So one of the things that I might just do is just keep the whole thing connected. That way no one can see it. But if I could find something that can just kind of come in here and do that, I don't know. Maybe once we start attaching everything else, it'll cause some more tension, which will then get rid of that gap. But as you can see here, there's a gap here where there's potential light leaking and all that stuff. So they claim once you put the saucer on, you won't see that blip there. But that's just assuming that you'll never disassemble the saucer from the ship. But that's a big gamble, because some truckers, you know, out there, they do kind of like seeing both. And it's a good conversational piece if you could take a model and just break it in half in the middle while it's all on and operating. I mean, that's like, hey guys, check this out, boom, and then you take it off. That's kind of cool, you know. Granted, it's just it's a talking point or a conversational piece that you can put in your living room or wherever, where someone can like look at it and be amazed. So without further ado, let's get on with the task at hand here, though. So I'm going to place this panel in. It's going to ask me to put in some BM screws. If you notice, we didn't put anything in this piece here because it does not say to yet. And we haven't put anything here to cover up our nail holes or anything here yet. So, you know, they're going to be coming soon, I guess. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this. The thing is that this cord has to attach here. So there's going to be some light issues here. So I'm going to work some magic in covering up this off camera, and then I'll come back to you and show you this connected, show you where I've seen the light leaks, and maybe with this little piece of tape that I put in here might actually fix that problem. But if it did not, then I'm going to have to come back here again and use some more time to fix the light leak. Okay, so we're back, and here we go. I have managed to get all the screws in. I got them as tight as I could. When I did the examination, there is a minor light leak in here that I just don't like, and I can't get rid of. But there might be something that you guys out there might know how to get rid of it. But without further ado, I'm going to turn this Cobra neck on, and we'll see. So what's going to happen is I fit it in there nice and snug. So I'll turn out one of the lights so you can see. I managed to get it to be not so bright, but that's cool because I don't want it to be too bright. I don't want the blinkers to take away, but you can see all the light leak right there. You see all that? But I mean, that's obviously open in there. If I can get underneath and maybe close it off, it might help out. But you can see I don't like that light leak. So what I'm gonna probably do at some point is try to find some way to cover that up. But I've already now decided that with that alone, that light leak right there, I might just leave the whole thing connected. But I am making a plastic model. It is on back order right now, and that one will be a very accurate, as much as I can get it, to a studio model. But I took the problem that we had previous with the other one. As you can see, the light leaks were pretty bad, so I fixed them on this side, and now there's a slight light leak right there. So if you guys at home are watching this and you know exactly how I can get rid of that little small part right there, and then how to get rid of that one that's coming across here, because like I said, if I can't get it to where, you know, you can hide it, see the light leak, how it comes around when the camera comes around. I don't want to see any light leaks, so I'm hoping later on that it'll fit in there nice and neat. But if it don't, then yeah, this will be whack, and then I'll just have to leave the model connected and hope that nobody will look at the side angle like this and be like, oh, look at that, can't see it. But other than that, I'll bring back the light here, and I'm going to turn this off, save some battery juice. But that's it for the Cobra. We've connected everything. Like I said, these covers are probably going to come later. I'm going to assume so, because, you know, obviously you can't finish the model without it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna move on to stage 30. So I'm gonna go grab all the pieces for stage 30. That one, of course, we're gonna be working on another panel. It's decks 6 to 9, I guess. That's what it says on the book here. So I'm also still working on it, folks. The behind the scenes footage for all this. So hang in there. All right, hang in there. But other than that, I'm gonna leave this all here, and I'm gonna move this out of the way, bring back the panel, and we'll get cracking on stage 30. All right, guys, check this out. We have now made it to stage 30 on this video. So what we're gonna do is just kind of show you here's the package of all the items, stage 30. And I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. It's gonna be pretty nifty here. And I noticed that you see here we have some more pieces from the Cobra. So this is gonna be pretty nice, okay? So stage 30 here, as you all know, will be the last stage of this video. But we have a light, well, 2 little lights in there. We have some more windows, some more black windows, and then our side panel here. We're not gonna be putting this side panel in because, well, we don't have the interior part here. So that's gonna be interesting. But because I like to see how this might turn out, we're gonna put it to the side here, and I'm gonna take a little quick gander here, and it looks like it's going to fit nice and snug. So that's gonna be nice. So yippee-ki-yay on that. I just wanted to see that myself. I'll share that with you guys later. But for now, our first stage is to get the windows all up in here into this piece. So we got this whole window system here. So we're gonna put all the windows in and all the dark windows in. Let's hope there's no light leaks, and I'll come back with all this filled out. All right, so there is step A. It's all done. We checked the lights on it and everything here off camera. Little note and tidbit, I did add some extra darkening to it because it was just coming through. So, and the spots that were coming through, you can see where I added the little tape there. And it's the only thing is that it blocks the light from coming through these black windows that are up here. So, but other than that, it came out really nice. Let's just see how long that'll hold up. But that's it for step A. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, that ends this video here of stage 8 or issue 8 of Build the Enterprise. So that's nifty. The only thing that's left now of this book is to do the behind the scenes of the episodes and the ships and things. So we will we'll adjourn here with that, and then we will come back. And since we are on video 8, I think it's fitting that we should do some behind the scenes so you guys can see a little bit of this thing up and close and get a good examination. So it looks like we might have a chance to do another dry dock video. So stay tuned for that. All I can say is it's been fun so far building this entire thing, even though there is a few hiccups, such as right here in this area. So if I can find a way to do that, or you folks at home know a way, don't be shy, share, because I'd like to know how to get something in here to fill it without losing you know, the appearance. But I do have on back order a model of the Enterprise D that is going to be a clear resin, and it will be able to build a more accurate looking model like they used in the show. So without further ado, this is kind of where we're at with all all the pieces here. Oh, I guess that one doesn't want to go back down. All right. Oh, okay. There it is. All right, so it went back down. Outstanding. Okay, so we also have this piece on the side as a little recap as well. So we already know which side that's going to go on. It's going to go on this side, but that'll be in the next video. So once again, stay tuned. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you do want to share it, then down at the bottom there, you can hit the share. And if you haven't done so already, you might want to subscribe. That way you get all the up-to-date videos that come up for our flagship model, which is the Enterprise D, and all of our future videos that we'll be coming out with multiple different models. And then also I have been posting some videos, little shorts, and some comedy skits to kind of keep you entertained. So hopefully you all are enjoying that on the channel. It's just something that I wanted to give it a shot and see what would happen. But without further ado, I'm gonna end this here today and hope to see you guys on the next one. Everybody out there, keep on modeling and have a great day.